Warzone 2's worst bugs finally got fixed. 2042's latest update made some hidden changes, Nvidia's new GPUs are bombing, and much more on Today in Gaming. Hey guys, Level Cap here. Warzone 2 got its first round of bug fixes and balance changes. Several bugs that cause crashes or game-breaking exploits have been patched. These include things like being able to see through objects unintentionally, a bug that prevented you from launching the game due to GPU incompatibility, a bug that crashed your game if you used a parachute, and a bug that caused you to die even if you had squad mates still alive. As for balance changes, they're a bit less extensive. Armor-piercing rounds no longer deal bonus damage to armored targets. The counter UAV and tactical camera have also been removed from buy stations. Overall, it's a bit of a minor patch in terms of changes, but a massive one when it comes to quality of life bug fixes. In particular, PC players have been experiencing many crashes since launch, and this update resolves some of the bigger ones. Now, since Warzone 2 is still in its early days, strong metas or obvious balance issues haven't started to appear yet. Footstep audio and sniper headshots not downing fully armored targets have been pretty hotly debated issues though. The update mentions fixing a problem with audio occlusion and directional audio, but players still report instances where enemies are inaudible in situations that they shouldn't be. But that's where I hand it off to you. Are you happy with the current state of Warzone 2? Are there any significant balance changes that you'd like to see? Let us know in the comments. The Battlefield 2042 community has discovered some stealth changes in the game's Season 3 update. The most notable one is a big performance boost on PC. Many players have reported improved CPU utilization, resulting in higher FPS in general. A DICE dev confirmed that the update included CPU optimizations that target higher NPCs, which have been the most bottlenecked by the game. Now personally, after I updated the game, I was running into some weird performance issues and had to disable DLSS, so if you are on a high-end PC or you're noticing a more laggy experience, maybe try disabling DLSS. A new option to change HUD colors was added as well. This gives much finer control over the HUD color elements beyond the custom colorblind settings. Players have also noticed what looks like the Su-70 Russian unmanned stealth plane hidden in the game's loading screen. Previously, leaks have suggested that this vehicle will be added in Season 4 as a bomber plane. Nvidia's new GPUs might not be selling as well as they had hoped. Stock of the RTX 4080 is available everywhere. On the secondhand market, the more expensive RTX 4090 is outselling the 4080 3-1. This time last year, you'd be hard-pressed to find any GPUs available at any retailer for MSRP. The current situation for Nvidia is likely due to two key factors: demand and pricing. While the 4000 series GPUs do offer incredible performance, they're still over $1,000 each. On top of that, the Ethereum cryptocurrency switchover has basically invalidated a huge amount of GPU mining around the world, flooding the market with tons of 3000 series cards at affordable prices, making it even harder to justify the high price point of the 4000 series GPUs. It'll be interesting to see if AMD's upcoming 7000 series GPUs fare any better with consumers. The GPUs that they've announced so far top out at $1,000, suggesting their more budget-oriented cards will be priced at a bargain compared to Nvidia's comparable hardware. God of War Ragnarök is Sony's biggest game launch ever. It sold 5.1 million copies in its first week. That beats any first-party title in PlayStation history and also makes it the fastest-selling God of War game ever released. 2018's God of War was a big departure for the franchise. It focused more on character development and storytelling, while shifting the combat to a more Souls-like ability management system. It also moved away from the linear progression of past titles and introduced a pseudo-open world environment players could explore as they unlocked new areas. At first, fans were worried these changes would be too much of a shift, but in the end, they were praised as highly innovative and fresh approaches to the long-running franchise. Ragnarök builds on and refines these features while presenting a rich and layered story, so it's no surprise to see it doing well. As for the future God of War games, it's unclear what the studio will do next. They're currently working on multiple projects. One of Valorant's most popular characters is getting nerfed again. Chamber has been a very powerful addition to the game, so much so that he's almost always a guaranteed pick in competitive matches. His ultimate is a sniper rifle that does a ton of damage. Riot previously tweaked his ammo count and ability cost to help tame his popularity, but that hasn't been enough. They're currently working on an unannounced change for the character that will go live with the Episode 6 Act 1 update in January. That update will also add a new map to the game. Upcoming sci-fi horror title the Callisto Protocol is getting a season pass with new story content, new areas, and a horde mode or survival mode. The season pass is built into the game's digital deluxe edition, but will likely be available for $20 on its own. It includes 2 bundles, Contagion and Riot. Contagion will offer an increased difficulty mode and 13 new death animations. Riot will offer some sort of survival mode that has you gathering credits to upgrade your gear. The Callisto Protocol launches on December 2nd. FPS Milsim Squad is getting its next major update on December 7th. It's called Red Star Rising and adds the People's Liberation Army of China as a new playable faction. This faction will offer authentic weapons and vehicles from the real-world Chinese military, including 7 vehicles and 15 weapons. The update has been in development since early 2020, but the pandemic slowed down the progress. The devs say nearly 500,000 squad players are from China, and that they're delighted to give those players some in-game representation. Before we get to our next story, make sure you check to see if you're subscribed. It's the best way to help support my channel and ensures that you don't miss any of the news content that gets uploaded. Star Citizen has been getting a bunch of cool new ships revealed as part of the ongoing Intergalactic Aerospace Expo event. The most recently released one is the C8R, a medical variant of the Pisces. It's a small snub ship that can get around on its own quantum fuel or even be ferried around by larger ships. However, this variant gives it a medical bed. Players can use this to heal serious injuries, which makes it a pretty viable bunker running ship, as the Pisces was already pretty good for that to begin with. Now, if you sustain a bad injury on an away mission, just hop back on into your Pisces and heal up. On Saturday, we're expecting the event to reveal another new ship, the RSI Galaxy. This will likely be a concept sale for a ship that won't come out for quite some time, but so far it's been billed as a larger constellation, which has a lot of people excited. And finally, the leaked patch notes for the Evocati testing of 3.18 have revealed that the devs are finally getting around to implementing new content in the test phase. Hull scraping, a platform assault on Orison, security point Korea's reactivation and update, sand caves, the Daymar crash sites, and new rivers have not only been added to the latest test build, but are the main focus for the testing. The devs have also activated long-term persistence, which is really the key feature for 3.18. Persistent entity streaming means that your actions in the verse will have a history to them. Get shot down in a dogfight over a moon, the next time you visit that moon you may find your old shipwreck, or likely somebody else will. It'll also work for small-scale items and just having things placed around your ship in specific locations. And while persistent entity streaming sounds like it's kind of a neat, fun feature, it's really the stepping stone to server meshing and other massive technical milestones that will hopefully turn Star Citizen into the giant game everyone is expecting it to be. Still no word on when or if 3.18 is coming to the PTU test environment before the end of the year, but hopefully the new ships released with the Aerospace Expo will keep players engaged until then. Now, if you'd like to check out some live reactions to the Season 3 of 2042, check out yesterday's video here. The new map is fantastic. The new railgun is a lot of fun. I still have to unlock the new shotgun, pistol, and railgun tank, but it will happen soon enough. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.